Philadelphia has a rich boxing history, and you're part of the new school of trainers. Talk about you know the shift in the old guard to the new guard, and what you learned from the old times.
It's funny, right? So before we got here and started doing what we was doing here, like I was at King Sesson, so I was around like Sloan Harrison and Elvin Thompson. Mr. Rev and Sloan, they go back, but like they don't necessarily work together. Me as a coach, I have a different style from both, but actually my style is kind of like both of theirs put together. I guess that's like a hybrid, right? And then it's like you got a lot of stuff. You got, for instance, Rel, right? Rel is like, he spent a lot of time under Mr. Bosey. And then his trainer, Mr. Mo, so you can see the Bosey in him sometimes. And you can see the other things, right? It's like, that fuses together, right? That's like a hybrid. When you look at Hamza spent a lot of time with Sloan. He also trained with James Schuler. So he's learned from Mr. Buster and them, I'm quite sure, for years, right? And then he's learning from Sloan, right, for years, right? So, yeah, it's kind of just like it goes downhill. The information comes from OGs. Regardless, if you're really doing something, you better have got some information from an OG. You about to come out here and mess some fighters up and get some kids hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them guys that feel like it ain't too much new under the sun. At the same time, yeah, we got a new way of doing things, or just maybe even a new way of carrying. Like I got a partner, Wink's my partner. Some people would say I'm the head coach, but we don't really operate like that. We both the head coach. The part that he plays in our program is just as equal as the part that I play. First of all, he's the chef. Second of all, his son is left-handed, so he does a lot of the work with the southpaws. I'm the one that drives, but that's our new thing that we got. In the old days, it's like one coach, and you know what I mean? So, but we still, in terms of the education that we give the fighters, I don't think it varies too much from the old school. We add some new things. It doesn't vary in that way, but yeah, I think the way that we operate.
Speaking of the hybrid style, right? How many old school trainers can you say built, I guess, the Dawud Bey style of boxing?
Well, I'm a thief, so it's hard. I mean, because with me, you would have to talk about Eddie Futch, and you would have to talk about Georgie Benton. I study a lot of boxing. My father studied a lot of boxing, and then my father trained my cousin and stuff like that. So I'm kind of like making my own book on top of the book that I've been given. But yeah, I would say my stuff would probably go all the way back. It would probably go back that far. Even myself, like I'm a Jersey Joe Walcott fan. I done seen little clips and stuff that I done learned from him, the Acid Charleses, and so on, that I done been giving to my son since he was 9 years old. So, that's why I say there's nothing new under the sun. You know what I mean? I might speed some things up. I might ask my kids to throw more punches in certain spots, but, I still teach that seesaw, like, you know what I'm saying? And I got that from my dad, like, you know what I'm saying? Up on the left, down on the right.
Speaking of the new generation of trainer, some of them have reached the world stage. Some of them are unheralded as of yet. You got yourself, Hamza, Rasheem Jefferson, Greg Hackett,
Greg.
Chris Casey.
Man, listen, and that's crazy I ain't bring up Greggy, because for real, Greggy gave me a lot of game. Some of my best experiences as a coach, I kind of got pushed there because he threw me there. Like, shout out to Greg. Greg is vicious, right? Like, he misunderstood a lot because he was passionate, but Greg's a good coach, yo, for real. Good dude, too.
Do you feel like this is your time now? Like, are we watching, like, how we seeing, Mr. Bosey transition and Sloan with Bernard Hopkins and Fred Jenkins, with all of his.
And he made Olympians and all that. Even Malik Scott, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even know that.
So it's technically Deontay Wilder is under the Fred Jenkins tree now.
Yeah. And that's it. That's not even no BS. That's real. I would say it was our time, but at the same time, like, Mr. Bosey and Boots is out here doing their thing. Like, they doing their thing. Even for me personally, because I coach my son, I would say, like, shout out to even like Danny and Angel, because like Angel gave me some game. I was able to hang out with him one time. Like, he gave me some real good game in reference to dealing with my son and raising my son in this sport and just watching out for his best interests at all times, because, you know, it could be a dirty game, you know what I mean?
Thanks, Will. I appreciate it.
Oh, man, no problem.